Appreciate that. Thank you all for being here tonight. It really means a lot to all of us. Success, no matter how you define it, no matter how you look at it, whether it's personal, professional, health, wealth, wellness, whatever that looks like to you. If you're sitting here tonight watching this or you're streaming this on a device, I'll bet the bank you want to be successful. I, in my day job, have the distinct honor and privilege of working with some of the world's finest, most intelligent, most ambitious young people there are. And in that job, I have students come up to me and say, what's the key to success? What's the secret to success? Both great questions, right? If you've got the key to success, you can unlock it. If you've got the secret to it, nobody else does. Both great questions. And in the world we live in today, there's no shortage of people who will tell you that motivation is it. We've got motivational gurus, speakers, blogs, podcasts, websites. Hell, we've got 2, 3, 4-day retreats where these gurus will tell you that if you want to be successful in life, you've got to get motivated and you've got to stay motivated. They're all wrong. Every one of them. They're wrong because they're focused on the wrong thing. I have students come to me and say, Brad, I don't know how I'm going to be successful. I don't feel motivated. To which I respond, good. You don't need motivation to be successful. Well, why is that the case? Why do I say that you don't need to be motivated? Well, let's start with what motivation is. See, motivation, a lot of different definitions exist. If you look in psychology literature, one of the more common definitions is it's a desire to act in service of a goal. And that's the problem. It's a desire. And we all know that desires are feelings, and feelings are fleeting. One day I feel great on top of the world. The next day, I'm down here. One day I feel really motivated. The next day I don't. We all know the feeling. December 31st rolls around, and we've got our New Year's resolution in tow. And man, do we feel motivated for that, right? We feel so motivated. We're going to work out every day in 2025. So on December 31st, what do? I set out the clothes, the shoes are by the back door, and I hit the gym on the next morning. With the passion and intensity of 1,000 suns, I'm working out because I feel motivated. Well, that's January 1st. But what happens on March 22nd? What happens on May 5th? What happens on September 22nd? Do I feel as motivated as I once did? We all know the answer to that. My personal favorite, speaking from experience here, I'm going to start my diet on Monday. How many times I've said that? And Sunday night, I'm meal prepping, meal planning, and I'm rip-roaring ready to go. And I've got my meal ready. And Monday morning, I eat healthy. And Monday afternoon, I eat healthy. And Monday night, I eat healthy. But as the week goes on, it gets longer and it gets harder. And on Friday afternoon, I'm beat down, I'm tired, I get home, I don't want to cook, I don't want to prep. And the kids just want pizza. And there goes the diet, right? See, the problem is motivation is a fleeting feeling, and relying on fleeting feelings for long-term sustained success is a losing strategy. So what is the right thing to rely on? What is the key to success? Well, there isn't one key. I think there are three. And see, these three things, they work in tandem with one another. They work in combination with each other. It's like three legs of a stool. If I get rid of one, the stool falls. That's what we've got here today. So what's the first one? It's discipline. Mike Tyson says discipline's doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it. What a great definition that is. And I particularly admire the spectrum. He's saying, it doesn't matter if you love what you're doing, if you like what you're doing, if you're indifferent to what you're doing, if you dislike what, or if you hate what you're doing. You do it like you love it. And when we love something, we're committed to it. When we love something, we do it to the highest of our ability. When we love something, we do it with high quality. See, Malcolm Gladwell, in his book, Outliers, The Story of Success, says that it takes 10,000 hours of practice to master a skill. But even Malcolm Gladwell, in follow-up interviews, has said his biggest regret in the book was not placing a higher emphasis on the quality of the practice. See, discipline's about commitment, yes, but it's also about quality. It takes commitment and quality. Now, there are a lot of people who will stop here and will tell you, you don't need motivation, you need discipline. Discipline's it. No, see, discipline's not it. It's not enough. It's a necessary but insufficient condition for long-term success. What's it missing? Well, see, the problem lies with if I'm disciplined today and I'm disciplined tomorrow, and then I'm disciplined next Thursday and the following Monday and the following Wednesday, well, there's a problem here. And Denzel Washington says it best. Dreams without goals are just dreams, and ultimately they fuel disappointment. On the road to achieving your dreams, you must apply discipline, but more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start, but without consistency, you'll never finish. And so not only do we need discipline, we need consistent discipline. See, if you look in the exercise science literature, you'll see studies where two groups of people will perform the same amount of physical activity. So group A will work out for 3 hours a week. Group B will work out for 3 hours a week. But the difference is group A is the more consistent group. Group A worked out 3 times for 1 hour each. Group B worked out 3 hours one time. Well, which one had the better results? The more consistent group. If you're studying for an exam or you're preparing for a presentation, and I said you got to spend 10 hours studying, which is better? To study for 10 days, an hour apiece, or 1 day for 10 hours? And we all know the answer to that. So we're there, right? We've got discipline, we've got consistency, we got it all. No, we've only got 2 of the 3 legs. Because see, we can be disciplined and consistent in our planning. We can be disciplined and consistent in our thoughts. We can be disciplined and consistent in our goal setting, in our visualization, whatever. But without action, we don't have success. See, I've got a colleague who I respect a ton, and on her door, she's got a quote by Amy Dickinson. And it says, "We are not our best intentions. We are what we do." And what that means to me is I can hope and I can wish and I can plan, but without action, what do you have? Nothing. And so what does it take to be successful? I mean, truly successful? It takes discipline, yes. Commitment, quality. Whoever said practice makes perfect? Nonsense. Perfect practice makes perfect. Garbage practice makes garbage. You need discipline. You need consistency. I've got to do it day in, day out, time out. And I need action. So if you want to truly be successful in life, and I mean long-term, sustained success, that when your time is up, people look back at you and say, they were successful. Don't rely on the desire to act in service of a goal. Rely on the disciplined, consistent action in service of a goal. That's how you achieve long-term success. Thank you.